it's Jackie and welcome back to my channel for another series of heatless hairstyles. I love to do these per season, but I did skip out on winter because winter is depressing, but we're back with spring hairstyles and I hope you guys like these ones. As always, my own hairstyles, I tend to do them a little bit more loose and bohemian, so that is the vibe of this tutorial. And if you enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell notification button so that you're notified for when I upload different series of hairstyles or pop culture makeup and hair tutorials. And I love it when you tag me on Instagram so I can feature you in these videos. Love to see you switching up your style with confidence, and let's get started with this look. Here's my hair air dried. I do have straight hair, especially since I've been using this mask on screen. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. I include my hair care routine, but this hairstyle would work with wavy hair, curly texture as well. Plus, if you do have straight hair, this is a great style to give you volume at your roots and give you second day waves. I've brushed out my hair, I have it in a center part, and I have not gotten a haircut in forever, so I like to bring some serum to the lengths and the ends of my hair, and then I clean off my hands before working with the face framing pieces because those pieces can look really greasy really fast. I'm going to take some shorter pieces from the front to frame the face. You can skip this step if you want to. I'm making sure the back is neat by combing the crown backwards and then creating a soft center part. After brushing out the length, I'm going to divide into two sections, and then similar to the robe curl overnight method where you wrap the hair around each other going backwards, I'm going to do that twice and then hold the hair in place. Now let's style the hair going into the twist by pinching and pulling up. This will create a really soft and pretty texture, adds volume, and I think it just looks a bit more boho, and I personally focus a lot on how hairstyles frame your face from the front and photograph because that is what I care most about in a hairstyle. Finish off the length with a simple twist. I'm not doing a rope braid here, but wrapping the hair around each other without twisting the piece as well. You can also see I left quite a bit of my end straight. It looks like a good 3 inches here, but once we knot the hair to begin the bun shape and roll upwards, you'll be left with just a tiny amount of hair that makes a really cute little funky effect. Again, I'm creating a knot above the straight ends. If this is falling apart, you might want to loop the ends through one more time, and then roll the hair upwards. You want to make sure you get a bobby pin really wedged in behind your ear, grabbing onto that twist. I find that's a spot where the hair can get loose if it's not secured, and you can also use a mini elastic if you have thicker hair as well as a couple bobby pins so that it sits flat. I'm taking that little wispy piece and pushing it right beside my neck and adding some hairspray for a fun flipped out effect. I remember doing a similar hairstyle way back. I'll put the picture on screen. I don't like how I edited this photo back in the day, but it's always fun to add a little funky piece, and I think it's a little bit cool and different, and I love to keep it really piecey at the top. And you can curl these front pieces. This look was very inspired by folklore as well as this photo of Margot Robbie, so that's where the inspiration was from. And it looks super romantic, but because I'm not going to use any heat, I decided to style these pieces by adding a slight twist, piecing apart it for, again, that soft texture, leaving just a small strand around the face, and getting rid of some of that length by wrapping it around the bun one more time. This also helped it stay put. And then to give the face framing piece a bit of wave, I just use hairspray because my hair is pretty fine and easy to manipulate. I love this. It's a very chill, kind of red carpet inspired look for spring and summer. As for makeup, I went with simple eyeliner, natural looking lashes, brushed up brows, hot pink lips with hot pink nails, and I'll have the beauty products listed down below if you're curious, and I always post these headshots on Instagram and tag the products used. Also, I paired with this awesome floral off the shoulder top. Day 2 of spring hairstyle inspiration. I slept in those twisted buns, which is super similar to the robe curl method, but a lot looser, especially because the twist started so low. So I did add an elastic to sleep in rather than all the bobby pins, and yeah, we're gonna take it out. We have these twisted pigtails. It will give the hair a bit of texture, especially if you have straight hair. And I really like how this looks. It's more in perfect waves than curls, and I'm gonna brush it out so my hair is easier to work with. And let's do some accent braids that don't require any elastics to stay put.
I saw this hair hack on Amber Filler Up's Instagram. I had never seen this before. I think it's so cool. As you're braiding, usually you'd unravel those bottom pieces that are also getting braided as well, but you're going to keep braiding with your fingers up high, and then when the two braids are about to meet, flip the bottom through the hole and pull, and there's your braid. How cool is that? Again, I'm going to loosen up that top section. I'm always looking for hairstyles that I can get a bit of volume. I find hairstyles where I can piece apart the hair up top off my scalp. I can go longer without washing my hair. And you can do as many of these as you want. And even though these do stay put, they are easy to unravel at the end of the day, so you won't be left with a ton of knots. Here's a look at my outfit. I have a brown tank on, this super cute crop sweater, and for makeup I went with a pop of gold and green from this Rare Beauty holiday palette, which I haven't grabbed for a lot, but I feel like it has some pretty spring shades in here. And one of my favorite beauty products for the spring are these lifter glosses from Maybelline. You could dress it up. It's very Serena van der Woodsen, which reminds me, if you're still watching, comment the pop culture password of this video, which is always Serena and Blair inspired, because whenever I think of fashion or hair inspiration, I always draw from the iconic Gossip Girl. For this final hairstyle, I'm working with day 3 hair. Again, I love to have some texture to my hair, so if I'm too lazy to do robe curls, I'll just put it in a rope braid. I'm saying robe with a B first and then P. Rope braid in a bun, and then I'll have a bit of wave, and of course we need some dry shampoo at this point. And now I'm gonna do a low ponytail. I think low ponytails are so chic, but it's hard to get it super loose at the back without having the front just kind of like poof and fall over your face. And since my hair is a bit oily, I'm gonna add some teasing and then twist the front piece going backwards, and I'm gonna pin the hair under at the nape of the neck, pinching and pulling for some volume and texture. And this kind of gives a princess vibe. Like, this one's a little bit more princessy than boho, but depends on how you style it. Now gather your hair in a low pony. I like to add a bit of dimension by grouping in little pieces like a light twist. And then piecing at the top. This looks especially pretty if you have highlights, and then I'm using an elastic to keep it in place. You can leave it like this. I like to keep pulling apart so that it kind of looks like a faux bob from straight on, because like I said, I like to have hair around my face for photographs, and then I decided to add this earthy slip of fabric as a headband to further kind of separate this look and make it a little bit more interesting. So from the front we have a third day hairstyle that still looks very elegant, and at the back we have a loose pony with an undone texture to it. So I'm going to call this the undone princess look. And final optional step to this ponytail is covering up that elastic. So take a small piece of hair and wrap it around, and then instead of using a bobby pin, the easiest way to hold this hair in place is with a tiny plastic elastic. So apply this right underneath the main elastic and make sure you get the end of that wrapped around hair in there, and then when you tighten the hair, the elastic is so tiny that you won't be able to see it under the wrapped around hair. And I'm in love with this spring dress. I also wore it in my latest Sharon Tate inspired makeup tutorial, so I'll link that one if you missed it. And this makeup is very fresh. I will be wearing this eyeliner a lot in the spring. It's by Marc Jacobs and it's called Deja Blue. I'll try to link it. It was sold out last time I checked, but I'm also a big fan of their purple pencil, which I wore in the Lily Collins recreation from the Met Gala. What was that, 2018 or 2019 now? The years are flying by. But anyways, I'm a big fan of these eyeliners.
My hair care, I keep it pretty simple. I've been using the OGX shampoos and conditioners for years. This one is my favorite. It's the extra strength, extra volume plus biotin and collagen shampoo and conditioner. So I love these purple bottles. They smell amazing, and this is what I normally pick up. I did run out and I was sent this Lab of Beauty shampoo and conditioner, and this is a little bit more high-end. I will rebuy this because it smells like a spa. It's amazing. I love this, and it has CBD, aloe vera, coconut, and jojoba oils. Don't know enough about the ingredients here. All I know is that I like it, so I'll have these linked down below if you want to check them out and like read a little bit more about it. And then I have not got a haircut since before quarantine, so I decided to pick up a more high-end hair mask. This wasn't too bad for price point, but it's the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask, and this is great for thin hair. It has no harsh sulfates, silicones, or parabens. I've just found it's very nice and leaves my hair pretty silky. So that has been another favorite of mine that I wanted to share. I'll have all these products that I'm talking about linked down below, but that's really it. I just wash my hair probably every 3 days, and I'll leave a mask in once a week just while I'm in the shower while I wash my body. And yeah, thanks for watching. And if you want to check out some more spring inspired hairstyles, you might like these hairstyles inspired by Daphne Bridgerton. I feel like they're perfect for spring and summer. Or if you're looking for a barely there spring makeup look, you also might like this other Daphne Bridgerton tutorial. So be sure to check it out, and I'll see you in my next one.